Morning. How you guys doing? Jim Adkins here from Jim Adkins Results Coaching. And it's Wednesday morning, which makes it day 20 of our 26 days. And just like that, 26 days are moving, right? Day 20 will be the letter T, right? T. And it's also day 6 of our 6-day workshop, the 6 human needs. Now, I'll be brief, and with the picture, the letter T words, there's a few you can choose from. I want to know how you're doing. Are you staying the course? There are some bumps in the road. I noticed there's some people that are having a rough time this last couple of weeks. And, I think that's true all the time. I think that people, hit bumps. Things don't always go perfect, but they always go. So, being tenacious or sticking to a program, staying tough or true to yourself or true to the path. These are all good things to do, and a few of the T words that I've chosen today. Some of you know me. Good morning, Mr. Murray. Some of you know me and my sense of humor, so I could have went anywhere with those T words, right? But I think, the best ones I came across were transform. And we've all been transforming ourselves and looking for better ways to do certain things, or even looking for better ways to live our lives or to become a better person or better people. Transformation is part of the 6 human needs. I mentioned yesterday, or in day 5, of the 6 human needs, was growth. And growth is important. And if whatever it is that you do or choose to do is not bringing you closer to becoming the person you want to become, or in line with the person that you are, growth is missing in your needs, and it would be good to put that back in there. And again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just bringing it out there. So the 6 human needs and the letter T. Is it okay that I blended them like this? I'm not gonna do that next time. I'll finish out the 26 days of you on its own, and I've got some other workshops coming up, which would be really cool. Some of them are only going to be available for subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, because we are going to make this channel about you guys, the subscribers. Okay. Tenacious. You heard me say tenacious. Tenacious is a great T word. Look it up. See if it fits into your life. It could be your adverb or adjective of the day when people ask you, or even your noun, I guess. Is it a noun? How are you? I'm tenacious. I guess that would be how to describe you, right? Thankful is probably my favorite word for today with the letter T. Thankful. If you've been listening, you know that every morning it's good to show gratitude. It's good to remember to appreciate the little things that you have, and the big things, but the little things too. And if you're not used to being in a routine or having rituals, it's easy to forget sometimes to stop and be grateful. So here's just a little reminder today to be thankful and grateful. I know that in October, there's a lot of talk about not just Halloween, which is an awesome time of year, but Thanksgiving that rolls around next month, and jumping the gun a little bit here. When you have holidays that are about thankfulness, and then people tag on to the holiday, well, they don't do that. The holiday represents something different to everybody. Okay. It starts out being one thing, and it turns into what you make it. And what you make it is more important, in my opinion, than what it originally started out to be. If you look at a holiday that's 100 years old, or even a celebration that's 100 years or 200 years or 1,000 years old, and you enjoy the idea behind the celebration, not necessarily what took place, 100 years ago, 2,000 years ago, whatever it was, be thankful. I mean, and now, of course, as it gets closer, we'll probably reapproach this again, but thankful is a great T word. Triumphant. truthful. Being truthful to not only others but to yourself is very important. When we talk about sensory acuity, we talk about the path that you're on, and you're looking for, destination outcome or even position recognition. To be truthful in your endeavors and where you're at, and don't soften the blow. I mean, it's okay. It gets better, or I'm better than some and not as good as others. No, be truthful. Be brutally honest with yourself. Be brutally, well, you don't have to be brutally honest with others. Brutally is kind of a thick word, but be brutally honest with yourself. Don't make it worse than it is, but definitely don't make it less than it is in your situation. That way you can look forward with anticipation. You can look forward with a positive outcome. And if you need that pressure like a diamond to grow and move forward, there's nothing better than the truth that's holding you back to launch you forward. So truth is a good T word. Trusting. I already say trusting. Trust is the word for today. Trust. Um, Trust is important. You want to trust others. You want to be able to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, it's hard to trust others. If you're not a trustworthy person, intentionally or otherwise, it makes it tough for you to trust others. And I know there are people out there that have been burned, right? You guys have been abused or misused or mistreated. Yeah. We hear it. Everybody's got their story. And I'm not trying to make light of it because it happens. And when it happens, it's like being knocked down. Where do you go from here? Do you dwell on the fact that that person or that instance or that situation didn't go the way you wanted it to go, and you felt like maybe they took advantage of you? It's happened more than once to me. And I bet in my life there are people who feel that maybe I took advantage of a situation over their not thinking about their betterment. And they may be right. And if I'm running my business or my life and I'm moving forward and I don't drag people with me, maybe it doesn't feel right. But you got to trust that people are going to act on their own intentions. You got to trust that people that are good people will always be good people. You got to trust that situations sometimes are not defined exactly the way you want them, and you may not see them clearly, but if you trust in you and you trust in your process and you trust in your knowledge, you'll make it through. Now, how do we get there? When we talk about self-worth, because we got people that, they don't feel worthy, and you hear this a lot. This is one of the ways to get that self-worth. Trust in the process. Well, what's the process? If you're not sure your information is what it needs, you go get it. You learn it yourself. If you're not sure how to do something, you can ask. And if somebody can't help you and nobody's ever done it before, guess what? Do it yourself. Learn how to create it. Fail first, fail fast, fail forward, right? Fail often, fail forward. But trust that the outcome seek, if you've done your work, is what you need, is what you want. Good. That brings me to one of my favorite memes on Michigan Charitable Foundation put this up. Masonic Charitable Foundation put this up, and I was like, "Yep, that's why I live my life." And I'll share it with you right now. Don't go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Now, it's said different ways, but basically, we don't really follow a path. We can. People that have been there before and that are successful or have stumbled, failed, and then achieved, some of them leave a path. And if you follow or plant the same seeds, you can sow the same seeds, you can reap the same results, right? Now, do you want the same results? That's an easy way. It's not just easy. It's not easy sometimes, but it's easier than blazing the trail yourself. But when there is no trail, blaze it. That's how I live my life. I am not the normal paradigm, and I appreciate, and I'm good with that. It makes it tough sometimes, but as I move forward, I make sure to leave a clear trail, and I mark it for others who would like to be come along. I never go back to look and see what they're doing with my markers because it's a waste. I keep moving forward. All right, so trust. That's our T word. Let's move forward. I'll finish up real quick here because last day of our 6-day workshop on the 6 human needs. Let's review. Remember, the first 4 human needs are the needs of the personality, and the last 2 are the needs of the spirit. So in order, I wrote them down in order: certainty, variety, significance, love, and connection. Those are the needs of the personality: certainty, variety, significance, love, and connection. How did you do? I asked you to write them down. I asked you to search for them in your life. You had 6 days to do that, actually a little more. How did it go? Let me know. Okay. And then the last 2 needs of the spirit. We talked yesterday or day 5 in the videos about growth. And today, this number 6 human need, contribution. We need to know that what we're doing contributes to something. Now, again, these are needs of the spirit. These are part of the art of fulfillment, okay? There's a science of achievement and an art of fulfillment. Fulfillment comes from within, and it's the key ingredient to round it out success. And I'm not saying it's the only one, but it is. So contribution. Ask yourself this today. If what you're doing, is it contributing to a need, to someone, to something, to growth, to any of the other 6 human needs? Okay, contribution. And we all want and need to give back. Trust me. When you give back, and when I say this, I don't mean give and look for things. Don't give and look for the pat on the back. Don't give and contribute with the expectation to be looked upon with greatness. Oh, aren't they so great for helping people out? Aren't they so great for giving that or sharing that or helping? Please don't do that, okay? I know it happens. And just like with trust, when it's betrayed or broken, it's hard for you to trust or anyone else, right? But that's not the lesson of trust, and it's not the lesson of contribution. The lesson of trust is to trust in yourself. Trust that you're a good person. Do good forward. Don't forget that somebody may have lost your trust in the past. And once it's lost, it's harder to regain. So remember, if you're trustworthy, keeping it is worth it. Doing a dishonest or distrustful act intentionally to hurt others is just as bad as giving and then complaining when they don't appreciate it. They're both detrimental to your spirit. That's it for today. Those are the 6 human needs. And that's day 20, letter T, trust. All right, guys. I hope your days go great. If you are having a rough time, hang in there. Trust that you got this, okay? Trust that it's going to work out. And if you're not sure and you're having second thoughts or third thoughts or even fifth thoughts, contact me or contact somebody you can talk to. I know that I do this for a living, so I get paid to help people and talk to people, but we all do something, right? We all work for somebody. So it may sound as if I don't care because I charge, but that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Anything worth having has value, and anything worth doing is worth doing and creating value for people too. And that includes what you do for a living. So stick with me. And if you can't, reach out to me. Good morning, Mr. Motley. Reach out to somebody who cares about you and share your growth, contribute to their lives. They'll contribute back to you. And I'm here. On that note, have a great day. Last day of the 6 human needs, so that's gone. I will return tomorrow with day 21. The letter U. That'll be interesting. I wonder what kind of words we can find under a few rocks. Blaze a trail, people. Leave a path, and I love you. On your mark, get set, grow.